Namaskar. Welcome to this demo video for EZYBILL GST Invoicing and Inventory Management Software. In this video we will take a deep dive of all the features in EZYBILL application and how it can help save time and grow your business up to 5 times. So let's get started. The first step in signing up is to visit www.ezybill.in and click on the Sign Up button at the top of the page. In this section, you will be asked to enter various details about yourself, such as your mobile number, name, email address, password, and confirm password. Click the Sign Up button. As the next step, click on your company and select the organization profile. Here you will have to fill in the details of your organization including the GST IN number and validate your GST number by clicking the validation button after you have filled in your GST number. Please click on the Update Address button in order to allow EZYBILL to automatically fill in the necessary details for you. And then click the Save button. To save the changes, you must now log out and relog into EZYBILL. Now let's do a few quick settings by navigating the Settings page under Manage Business Profile. Under General Settings you can now enable or disable settings according to your business requirement. Here you can also capture a signature digitally to be printed on the invoice and click on Save. Under Sales Invoice Settings you can change the invoice prefix, invoice sequence, and other details in the Sales Invoice settings. You can also select an invoice format. You can also specify how many extra invoice copies should be printed. You can add greeting messages like "Thank you for shopping" here. You can modify the terms and conditions to meet your needs. Under Company Logo you can upload your image by clicking on the Choose Image file and click on Update Logo. You can finally click on Save Setting button. Let's take a look around the dashboard now. You'll find useful information about your sales, payment receivables and payables, inventory, and expenses here. You can also see a graphical representation of your data. Right now, it's all empty. Let's see how we can make an item in EZYBILL. In EZYBILL, there are 3 ways to create an item. The first is to select an item by clicking on the Add New button in the lower right corner and select item from the left. Take a look at how to create an item quickly. Enter item description, unit of measurement in terms of numbers, HSN code, tax rate, selling price before or after tax, and click on Save. You can check out available stock in hand by going to the inventory list under items from the left menu and simply click on the product to check the available stock in hand. It's that easy. Second way to create an item is an item group. This feature allows you to create similar items at the same time without having to enter each one individually. Add a group name such as Polo T-shirts, unit of measurement in numbers, HSN code, and tax rate. Assume you have the same product in various colors, sizes, and so on. Attributes can be created. Assume we have 3 T-shirt colors, red, blue, and gray. There are also various sizes available, such as M, L, and XL. Then click the Next button. As you can see, multiple items have been listed for each possible combination of the selected attributes and their values. Isn't that wonderful? You can change the opening stock, buy price, and sell price individually, or simply click on Copy Values, which will copy the values that were entered for the first item. Finally, click Save. As you can see, the product is available in a variety of colors and sizes. This saves you a lot of time when creating multiple, similar items. Now, go to Stock Inventory and take a look at the product you just created. As you can see, all of the products were created quickly and easily. Third way of creating item is from the Master Data category. Import Master Data should be selected. You can import your existing Excel data here by simply downloading the template, filling out the data in the columns requested, and uploading the updated file to EZYBILL. Similarly, you can import customer and supplier lists. Now let us take a look at creating a new sales invoice. To create a sales invoice, click on the Add button and select Sales Invoice. Note, again you can use keyboard shortcut Alt+N to create a new invoice. Now, enter the customer's name and click on Enter key to create a new customer. Next, just enter the GST IN number of the customer and click on the Validate button. This will automatically fill up the address details from the GST portal. Click on Save. This feature is really helpful and will avoid any manual entry errors and also saves your precious time. Let's add an item to the invoice. Simply select an item from the drop-down menu. Change the quantity, unit price, add discount if any, and click on the Add button, or just hit the Enter button on the keyboard to include the item in the invoice. Note, you can also add new items if they are not added already by entering the product name and clicking on the Add Product Name, or hitting the Enter key on the keyboard. Once you have added all the items to the invoice, you can save it, or just save and print it. Let's just save the invoice for now. Here, you can see that the invoice is saved. You also have an option to print the invoice, share the invoice over SMS, WhatsApp or email. You also have options to create an EZYBILL and e-Invoice automatically. Let's add a shipping address to the invoice by clicking the Ship to button on the top, and add an shipping address for the customer and select the address we just added. Shipping address is now added to your invoice. The next step after creating the invoice is to add a payment entry. Click on the Payments icon to add payments. Here you can make a full payment or a partial payment. For now, let's make a partial payment. And select the mode of payment from the drop-down and click on the Add Payment button. Here you can see that the payment is added to the invoice. You also have options to create a credit note on account of sales returned by the buyer due to quality issues, service rejection, or damaged goods. Now let's check the stock. To check stock, go to Items menu, select Stock Inventory and search for the item which we just made some sales. Click on the item name and you can see the stock details. Let's create a purchase bill entry and see how this affects the inventory in EZYBILL. To create a purchase bill entry, click on Add button and select Purchase Bill. Note, you can also use keyboard shortcut Alt+B for opening the Add New Purchase Bill screen. Now, here you can enter your supplier's name and click on Enter key to create a new supplier. Next, just enter the GST number of the supplier and click on the Validate button. This will automatically fill up the address details from the GST portal. Click on Save. This feature is really helpful and will avoid any manual entry errors and also saves your precious time. Enter a bill number. Select an item from the drop-down. Provide the quantity. Enter unit price, discount if any, and click on Enter key to add item. Similarly, you can add more items. And then finally click on the Save button to save the purchase bill. Now let us check the stock level by going to the Inventory screen. Here you can see that the quantity of the items that we just purchased has been increased. Let's look at how to create a quotation and then convert it into an invoice. To create a quotation, click on Add button and select Quotation. Note, you can also use keyboard shortcut Alt+Q for opening the Add New Quotation screen. Enter the customer's name, item, quantity, and price. And then press the Enter key to add the item and save the quotation. You can print quotation or share via WhatsApp, SMS, and email the quotation to the customer. And you can also convert it to a sales invoice with a single click. Similarly, you can convert sales orders, delivery challenges, purchase orders, and so on. Managing inventory is at the core of EZYBILL, and you can manage perfect inventory without much effort with EZYBILL. While you enter different transactions like sales, purchase, returns, etc., EZYBILL keeps track of inventory on its own. Let's see how we can look at the inventory of items. To view inventory, go to the Items menu on the left and click on Stock Inventory menu. Here you see a list of all your items, grouped by stock in hand, low stock, and out of stock. For example, let's click on a product or item for which we have made a sales invoice or purchase bill. Here you can see how the stock changes automatically after we have made each transaction entry. Here you can see that for the selected item, the stock is 20 units. Because we had opening stock 10 units, we made purchases for 20 units. We sold 10 units. So the total stock available is 20 units. Another great and useful feature in EZYBILL is pick list. With the pick list report, you can generate the list of items that need to be picked from your warehouse for a group of invoices, and then sort according to the invoices. This feature is not only time-saving but also helps in reducing manual errors. Now let's see how we can create a pick list in EZYBILL. You can create a pick list by going back to your Sales Invoices screen and clicking on the Pick List button from the top right. Here you can select 2 or more invoices and click on the Generate Pick List. The salesperson can easily retrieve items according to quantity and invoice number from the godown by printing out a copy and handing it to him. Let's see how we can create e-Invoice in EZYBILL. As per reports, businesses with annual turnover of over 5 crore will have to move to e-invoicing under Goods and Services Tax from 1st January 2023. The annual turnover threshold may be further reduced to 2 crore starting from the next financial year. EZYBILL is ready with e-Invoice direct integration. It takes less than a minute of your time to generate e-Invoice from EZYBILL. Let's see how. To create an e-Invoice, open any existing invoice and click on the e-Invoice option on the top. Here you can see there is an option to create EZYBILL if required. Now click on Generate e-Invoice option and the invoice will be directly submitted to the government e-Invoice portal and the IRN number will be generated along with the QR code. To see all the details, just print the invoice and you can see that the invoice now has the IRN number and QR code also printed for you. You can also copy the IRN number by just clicking on the IRN on the top. Now, to see all the e-invoices generated, go to the e-Invoices menu under the Invoices section. Select the invoice you just created and click on the More button, and here you can see that here you have option to either cancel the e-invoice and also to print the e-invoice in government format. Let's click on the Print option and you can see that the invoice is now generated in government format. Now, let's cancel any existing e-invoice. To cancel, click on the Cancel e-Invoice option and click Yes to confirm. This will cancel the IRN number and you can regenerate IRN if required after the cancellation. This is how simple it is. An important part of any software is that it generates useful and timely reports. With EZYBILL, almost all screens that you see can be exported into Excel and PDF formats and use the files as reports. However, EZYBILL has a separate list of reports that can be used to track the health of your business and also gain important insights of your business. Here in the Reports menu, you can see a range of reports that can be exported both into PDF and Excel. For example, you can see Sales or Purchase Register, Sales or Purchase by Product and Product Category, Customer or Supplier Ledger, Payment in and Out History, etc. Let's see how we can view the Sales Register in EZYBILL. Now click on the Sales Register button. Select the customer. Select the from and to date for which you want to generate the report, and then click the Filter button. This file is now available in Excel and PDF formats for download. Similarly, you can download all other reports that are listed here. Let's look at how we can get GSTR1 from EZYBILL to file monthly returns. Open GSTR1 under Reports, choose from Date and To Date, and then click on Filter. Choose the appropriate invoices, B2B, B2CL, B2CAs, CR Notes, HSN Summary, and click on the Download JSON File button. After downloading the file, you can upload it to the government GST portal. That's how easy it is. Let's see how we can add a user to your organization profile. A user is someone who has access to your EZYBILL organization. An organization in EZYBILL can have multiple users. A role refers to the level of accessibility that a user can have in an organization. Let's take a look at how you can add users in EZYBILL. Click on Manage User icon from the top and select Add User. Now enter user name, email ID and phone number. You can also manage how the user can operate modules such as View, Add, Edit and Delete. For example, you can disable delete option from sales and disable edit option under inventory. If you don't wish the user to view dashboard, you can disable it, and much more. Then click on Save. Now you have successfully added user to your organization profile. Once you have added the user, a one-time login password will be generated and sent to the user's email address. The user can now log in by using the email ID and one-time password as the password. The user will also be prompted to change the password on login. Here the user can set a password of his/her choice. Now the newly added user can access the different features in EZYBILL according to the permission set at the time of user creation. Note, users will not have any access to the module's features that they have not been given access to. If, in case you need to change the access level for the user, you can do it anytime and the user access permission will be set immediately or when the user logins next time to EZYBILL. So, this way you can add and manage multiple users to your business with different permissions set for each user. This will help in tracking the transactions and also keep audit information for all activities within EZYBILL. That's how easy it is. Thank you for watching.